I be so sick of you niggas, y'all contradicting. I be so bold myself when you come and fuck me. I feel so ordinary, said when you around me. Treat me like water while you play me out. Arguments, you air me out. Tripping about you.
Like, what's tea, sis? Girl, enough is enough. Like, you gonna do this your whole life? Like, when are you gonna stop? Like, what is it gonna take? I just hate that I ever even started. Cause like once I started, like I ain't never stopped 25 years later. Whew. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So y'all, today, y'all do not know how long I have been planning on coming to sit down to talk to y'all about this topic. Initially, I was supposed to make this video, I think it might have been in February or March, and then something happened and I fell off the wagon yet again. And so now it'll be 30 days on Monday, I'll say, probably by the time y'all seeing this, that I have been sober. And let me be clear, just when I say sober, I just mean from smoking marijuana, smoking weed, okay? Um that's all we talking about. So, because I know when you say like sober, I could be talking about being a drunk. I could be talking about other recreational drugs. So I just want to be clear for everybody that we're simply only talking about smoking weed. Okay. Let's jump right into it. So pretty much, yes, I feel like um drugs almost ruined my life. Like seriously. Okay, let me just start from the beginning. So in the beginning, this was never my idea. It's not like I seeked it out for myself because growing up, nobody in my family, I was never around drugs. Let's just start there because I know everybody got their story, but this is my story. Um, nobody, not to say nobody in my family ever did drugs. I'm just saying that I was never exposed to drugs from my family, right? And so it was just always something that I was like, no, it was just like something that I never even thought about doing. I wasn't around it. I wasn't exposed to it. I never thought about it. Like growing up, as far as like in the house from like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I did not get introduced to drugs till I was maybe 14. I was in the 8th grade. And it was from my boyfriend, my very first boyfriend at the time. Um, and it's crazy because in the beginning, he smoked, right? He smoked. And for the longest time, y'all, I was the girlfriend. I was like, no, you do your thing. Like, I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't smoke. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And then sure enough, one day I tried it. And that was honestly like a turning point for me. Um that was the turning point of my life that I was introduced to drugs. And from then on, um it was always like social smoking, like if I was with him, basically if I was with him, especially at that age. But then when I got to high school, I think we dated until about ninth grade because once I got to high school, we ended up breaking up or whatever. But by that time, I had already been exposed to it. And so then I had got my friend exposed to it, and then somehow by the time I got into high school, literally fell into the group of people that smoked. And looking back, I'm just like, wow, because really I'm not gonna say it, and I don't feel like it ruined my life, but I feel like it almost ruined my life because even through all of that, I was still able to keep a level head. Like I still was able to go to college. I was still like, because like I said, I didn't grow up in a family like that. So I didn't, like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm trying to explain it in a way that even though I smoked weed, I wasn't like a pothead, in the beginning, like, but I still smoked like recreationally, like if it was with friends, you know what I'm saying? Like we would put our money together and just something fun to do. Because when I was in high school, we didn't have social media. I think did we even have MySpace? Like we didn't have social media. So that was just like the thing to do, like a fun activity. And so, but looking back, it slowed me down even at that age because, and I don't know if y'all remember this, but I used to run track. And that's really what stopped me from running track. I stopped running track when I was like 12 or 13. Um, but then even after that, once I started smoking weed, I just wasn't even interested in running track no more. Like, I don't know, like I feel like it changed me in a way. And it put me in a crowd of people that probably were not the best. You know what I'm saying? Looking back, I definitely should not have been hanging out with the smokers. But I don't know. I'm just glad that, like I said, even like it was like I'm like that girl because even when I was dancing, like it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Like even though I was doing it, like I think deep down, it that wasn't who I was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I participated in it, but that's not who I was meant to be. I'm better than that. Not to say that I'm like better than other people, but like it's just not for me. It's really just not for me, and it slows me down. Like it makes me not productive. It's not good for me. And it was always a struggle because like you look at certain people like Snoop Dogg or other people that smoke and it's like, "Oh, but they're successful and they can function and they can still live their daily life while they getting high and everything." But y'all, when it came to me, when I get high, I don't like I get paranoid. I'll be ready to go somewhere and sit down. If I'm out like around people, I'll be ready to go. Like I act different. I'm just not the same. I don't have as much energy. I'm not as like outgoing, energetic, happy. Like I'm just like I'm one of them people. If I smoke, I will fall asleep on you. I will be done for the day. And that's what it did to me. Like it slowed me down. um but like I said, at the same time, like in the earlier years, like all through high school, even after I graduated, I went to college my freshman year. I went to Tennessee State University. But then I came back home to St. Louis and finished college in St. Louis because out of state fees was too much. And I'm like, I'm not finna pay for all that. So I came back home. And when I got back home, I literally got back into that environment. And that's the crazy part about it because now that I think about it, when I was at Tennessee State, I wasn't really smoking like that. But then again, I was, now that I think about it, because I always would somehow click up with the wrong crowd. Y'all, I'm notorious for clicking up with the wrong people. Like, I don't know how I always end up with the bad kids. Like, ugh. But even still, again, it was only recreational. It was only, like maybe on the weekend or, with somebody or something like that. It was never just me smoking by myself at first, right? So that was all through college. And then by the time I had my first child at 25, I was on my own at that point. I had my own place. I was living on my own. Uh what was I saying? So so after I had my first baby, I slowed down, right? Because I got pregnant, so I wasn't really smoking anymore. But then after I had her, I went back, and I honestly feel like I like for some reason I kept blaming it on my environment. I'm like it's my friends because like once you start doing something with a group of people, it's just like okay, it's just like an unspoken thing. Like like even when I wanted to quit, sometime it was hard because I was still around it. Like it was still very much so in my environment. All the friends I had acquired at that time smoked, and it's just like, and that's why when they say like you are who you hang around. That's true. Like, if you don't want to be a smoker, you shouldn't hang around smokers. If you don't want to be broke, you shouldn't hang around people that's broke, because y'all not gonna have nothing in common. So by me still being around them same people, still riding them same streets, I was just still exposed to that type of lifestyle of smoking. At one point, I was even selling weed. I was selling weed, like, but again, it was never like where I was just like high all day or smoking all day. Like, even when I was smoking, I could only smoke like maybe one blunt per day. Even that was like enough for me. Because I would just it just affected me so much. Like, that's literally all I needed. And then I'll probably go somewhere and sit down and be done for the rest of the day. But like, even, and that's what I'm saying, like, even then, I just felt like all through college I was still smoking, and it took my focus away. I feel like it took my focus away from what I should have been focused on, which was building a career, which I still did. And that's why I say it almost ruined my life, because even though I smoked, it I was still able to like balance the two. That's the good word. I was still able to balance it, because I would, like, the way I would do it was I would only maybe smoke at night, because I already knew, like, if I smoke during the day, I ain't gonna do nothing for the rest of the day. I was never one of them people that wake up and smoke or nothing like that. I would, because I always worked and everything. I had a job since I was 15. I've been working. I've actually had real jobs. I'm gonna do a different video on all the jobs I had. But I always worked. I always had a 9 to 5. So of course I'm not gonna go to work high. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I was like, I don't know if you want to call it like a double life, because there are people that go to work and come home and drink. I was like that, where I would still be productive during the day, but then at night I come home and smoke. And because it was like by that time I felt like it was like just a relaxer. Like, it's just like, oh, I'm chilling. I already did my work for the day. I was already productive. Why not smoke? You know what I'm saying? And that's like how I looked at it. I didn't feel like it was nothing bad, because I was balancing it with still being productive. But it was like, even still, I had this like burning like conviction, to where I was like, but I really don't want to. But it had became a habit. That's what it was, y'all. I feel like it had became a habit by that time. It was a habit, and I do feel like it was like an addiction, because even though I had conviction to not want to, I still found myself smoking anyway. And by that time, by my mid 20s, late 20s, it was at the point where I was smoking by myself at this point. I was buying weed on my own, rolling up weed, smoking on my own. Like, it wasn't even recreational at this point. It wasn't, oh, because I'm at a party. It was like, literally, I'm just on my balcony, or I'm in my car, or I'm in my house even, you know and I know for a fact that slowed me down. It was a distraction. I just feel like I probably could be so much farther in life if I never even smoked weed, even for the first time, or if I had stopped sooner. Like, I wish I had stopped sooner, but I just didn't understand the effects. I feel like I really did. I don't think I understand the real effects of it, because, like I said, I was still getting money, still, being productive and whatever. So I didn't really see the problem with it. But fast forward up until now, so I live in Atlanta right now. I've lived here at least about 8 or 9 years. And that was another one of the reasons why I came here. Because I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna leave St. Louis. It's toxic. I don't want to smoke no more. I gotta get away from these people. Like, because I felt like, how am I ever stop being around in the same environment? So that's another reason why I left and came here. Because I'm like, okay, if I go to Atlanta, I'm not gonna know nobody. I could start fresh. I'm not even gonna know where to get weed. I'm gonna make it hard for myself to even smoke. So that's what I did. I came to Atlanta thinking, okay, this is gonna be my fresh start. I'm not gonna be smoking. And that's the thing. It was like, as long as I didn't have people around me asking me to smoke or smoking around me, I never seeked it out. But then I started dancing here in Atlanta, and I was in the nightlife. I was back into the club scene, and sure enough, I met people that was smoking weed, selling weed. again, I fell right back into the cycle. Again, like I said, I don't know how I always end up into these bad groups of people. So I was like, I'm like, here we go. And that's what I think that's the thing. Like when people say like you can't run from yourself. You can't run from yourself. Me leaving St. Louis thinking that was gonna stop me from smoking. It was me. I was the problem. You can't blame other people. So I just found it here. I was again buying weed, rolling up by myself, smoking with other people, just back into that lifestyle. And but again, I didn't really see nothing wrong with it because I was like, but I'm getting money, I'm doing this, I'm balancing it all out. Like it's not an issue. I just feel like really, even though I had conviction to stop, I really didn't have. I feel like I didn't have a real reason to stop. I didn't know why I wanted to stop. Um, and honestly, it wasn't until maybe 2 years ago, once I finally got onto my spiritual journey, that I started to realize like it was opening up doors in my life and it was introducing negativity. And I could never understand why do bad things keep randomly happening to me, or why do I keep, you know, meeting these people and different stuff like that. And now that I look back, I feel like it was the weed. Like it opens doors into your life, for negativity, point blank period. And it's a verse in the Bible. I can't think of which one it was or what it say, but it says something about being sober, like having a sober mind. And it's crazy because once I started on my spiritual journey, that was the first thing that I was like, you know what, I gotta stop doing that. Because I felt like it was keeping me away from my highest potential. Like it was keeping me away from my highest self. And like the person I see right now, I'm vibing so high right now. Like my vibes is like I'm like vibing super high because I'm in my right mind. I'm not like inebriated. I'm not like, I don't know, y'all. Smoking it it's just not for me. That's the biggest thing. And everybody got their own journey, and I'm just so glad that I'm finally at a place where I'm just like, you know what, I'm never going back. I never had that before. Like I always be like, okay, I'm gonna quit, but I was always still open to it. Like I was like, oh, I'll quit, but then I'm still open to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still open to it, but now I'm not open to it because when I quit like 2 years ago, and then somehow I fell back into it. And it's just like once you quit something and you be clean or whatever the case might be, and then you double back, it hit you even worse than it did the first time. And I just feel like once you quit something and you get delivered from something and you go back to it again, like don't do it to yourself. And so I don't know, y'all, I'm just so proud of myself. And I just wanted to share that with y'all because I've spoke about it before. I've told y'all before, like, oh, I quit smoking, da da da. But not like this time. Like this time, like I'm never going back. I'm not even on no recreation, nothing. Because I'm telling you, literally the way my life has been these last 30 days, I have seen growth. I have seen so much growth. I'm like the money just keep rolling in, like the opportunities just keep rolling in. It's just the positivity, like I got so much more energy, I get so much more done. Like I'm just more of a happy person. Like I was never mad or anything, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know, being high sometimes it just promotes negativity. Like I don't know, for me it just promotes negativity for me. Like that's why I had to stop listening to rap music, because even that promotes negativity. Like it just make you want to fight. Like when you listen to rap music, or being high, it could make you want to be promiscuous. It could make you, you know what I'm saying, it puts you in a different place where you might do something that you normally wouldn't do. You might spend money you normally wouldn't spend, like because you're not thinking right. And it's crazy because like a lot of dudes be thinking like, oh, they write their best raps when they high. they be out of their mind when they high. That's why a lot of this rap music, like, it just be so left field, because it's like you're not even thinking straight at all. But y'all, I'm just so proud of myself. And it's so crazy because the last time I was gonna make this video, literally right when I was finna make the video after me not smoking, why my neighbor texted me and was like, "Oh yeah, I'm back good. You can, you know what I'm saying, you can come get some from me or whatever." And what I do, went and got some, because a couple, like maybe earlier this year, like January, February, my neighbor told me that she wasn't selling weed no more, because that's where I was getting it from, my neighbor. And that's the thing, like, it's crazy how, like, it's just so easy to get, it's so accessible. But when she stopped selling it, I was like, okay, perfect, good. I ain't even got nowhere to get it from. I'ma stop. Because also it's like some smoke shops around me, and they were selling pre-rolls. But in January, Georgia passed a law where that's illegal now. Like, weed is not legal in Georgia, and pre-rolls is illegal. Like it's kind of like CBD or something. I don't know. It's like I don't know what kind of weed it is, but it come in like different types, like sativa, and I can't even think of the other two. It was sativa, hybrid, and I can't think of the last one. But I was even buying that, because I was like, okay, I ain't gonna pull up on the block and buy weed. I'm gonna go to the smoke shop. But then the smoke shops got banned. Then my neighbor said she wasn't selling weed, so I was like, cool, I'm done or whatever. But then as soon as she texted me, I went right on back. And like, the addiction, it had got worse. It had got to the point, like, earlier this year, even last year, where I was smoking during the day. I was just smoking. I just feel like I was smoking more and more and more. And I was like, wait a minute, Latoya, what is happening to you? Like, it'll change your appearance. Like, it'll have you being dirty. It'll have you not wanting to clean up. I'm just talking about me. Like, I just was like, this is not the person that I want to be. Like, this is not me. And I gotta stop. So y'all, I've been sober for at least like 30 days. And when I tell y'all, I never want to go back. And the crazy part about it is, I was talking to my friend recently. We don't really talk that much, but I talked to her a couple months ago, and I was telling her all this. And she was like, girl, you late. I've been stopped smoking. I ain't smoked in like 2 years. And I was like, what? Because this is one of the people that I was smoking with in the beginning. And I was like, what? Like, wow. And it didn't, and that really inspired me. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm like, exactly, that's what I want to hear. Like, I want to hear a person that used to smoke, but they like, nah, I don't smoke no more, because there's so many people that smoke weed that feel like it's nothing wrong with it because it's legal. You know what I'm saying? But that don't make a difference. That's why I'm glad it's not even legal in Georgia. We don't have dispensaries. You can't get it. The place where I used to pull up at to get it, in the hood, the police shut them down. Like, it's not even easy to get. And I appreciate that, because I needed that. Like, I needed to be cut off. Because I was having a hard time doing it myself. But now I'm so strong, like, just, I don't know what it is, but I literally got the strength now to just be like, no, I'm good. I don't need it. I don't need it. Not to deal with my kids, not to deal with nothing. Like, I'm good no matter what I'm going through. Smoking ain't the answer. Smoking ain't the answer. It's not for me. Not for me, because that's what it had literally turned into. It had turned into, oh, like if I was having a bad day, run and try to go smoke. That'll just help me. Oh, I'll forget about it, or it'll put me to sleep, or whatever the case might be. And it's just like, I'm so done, y'all. I'm just so proud of myself. Like, I swear, I'm literally finna go up, y'all. I've been so busy. That's why y'all haven't seen me, because all these years me living here, I let so many things go by the wayside just by being high. Like, I'm in here cleaning out closets. I'm cleaning out drawers. I'm like, I need to paint. Uh, it's so many things I need to do that I'm finally in my right mind 100% of the time. Like, I be so busy. I have so much energy. Like, I literally feel like a new person. Because at first I felt like I couldn't even sleep without it. I felt like, oh, I can't even fall asleep. But now I be so busy during the day, by 9 o'clock, from ripping and running and doing all the stuff I'm doing. I fall right asleep. I don't need nothing to put me to sleep. I be asleep by 10 o'clock. I get up at 5 o'clock. And that's the thing. When I was high, it'd be hard to wake up at 5, because you sluggish, and then I had a munchies. So I'm eating bad. That was why it was hard for me to lose weight, because I'm getting high, eating stuff I know I ain't supposed to be eating. But when you high, you can't help it. You in there eating cookies, and you know what I'm saying? It was holding me back. They didn't lock themselves in the room. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but whatever you struggling with that you think you need, like whatever it is, like, oh, I need this to cope with my situation, just go cold turkey. Try to go cold turkey. Like this, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you can do it. I promise you, you gonna feel better being sober. Get back to you, get back to your mind. Like, don't let drugs or alcohol or whatever your poison is, like whatever it could be porn, I don't know, like whatever you think you need or whatever you run to when stuff get bad, like when stuff get hard, you run to that thing. Just try, just day by day, and you gonna see each day that you go without it is gonna make you stronger. You gonna start to see, like, see, I don't even need it, and I feel happy. So I gotta go. They gonna dang near break the door down if I don't get out of here. But y'all, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, because I'm gonna be coming back with more videos. But I gotta get y'all up to speed, like with everything. I gotta give y'all a little bit more backstory on who I am. Because y'all met me when I was, how old was y'all when y'all met me? 30 something. So I think it's time for me to tell my story, some of my stories of like, how did I get here? Like, how did you get to where you are? Because when I be watching people, I be wanting to know that story. I be wanting to know the backstory. Like what's tea, sis? So I'm gonna keep y'all in the loop. But y'all leave me a comments. Let me know y'all how y'all can relate to what I'm saying. Cause I know everybody got something, but then again, maybe everybody don't, because y'all, it's so many people like. And then when I used to meet girls who didn't smoke, like I just admire. I've always admired people who don't do drugs, who don't drink, who don't smoke, because it's just like, wow, like the strength that it takes, you know, um, to just not partake in them type of activities. And maybe you just never was introduced to it, and that's the thing too, like. I just hate that I ever even started, because like once I started, like I ain't never stopped 25 years later. That's why I'm like, girl, enough is enough. Like you gonna do this your whole life? Like when are you gonna stop? Like what is it gonna take? Like you don't want more? And that's why I literally feel like I've been like stuck at a standstill because of smoking weed. That's literally how I feel. But anyway, y'all, I'm finna get out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.